If you haven't seen this video from Ezra Klein, I highly recommend it. It talks about how the Democrats used to be the party of policies on abundance and how they've moved away from that. And if they want to win again, they need to return back to that core. And it focuses on how a lot of liberal run states like California, New York have made it unbelievably unaffordable to live in those places. So we're seeing like this mass exodus from those places into more conservative areas, and how that will reshape the electoral college map and will make it very difficult for Democrats to win the electoral college in the future. I think when people think about politics or like economic mobility or like consumer financial behavior, they don't think a lot actually about demographic trends and moving. And actually, in previous decades, people moved around actually a lot. And we are actually seeing like a slowing of that, where people are moving less often, they're staying put, or they're like relocating to these more low cost areas. And what happens is that immobility creates a really bad economic cycle. Like when people can't move to better opportunities, their earning potential stagnates. And those who remain in declining areas will see their property values stagnate or fall, which can reduce their wealth mobility. And what this video, I think, gets so right is how well-intentioned housing regulations can stifle certain areas. So like cities with the most economic opportunity have made housing so difficult, like housing construction, that many middle and lower class Americans cannot afford to move there, or they have to move out of there. And many of these housing restrictions were well-intentioned and championed by like progressives that were kind of fighting to preserve neighborhood character, but they've had really the opposite effect over time. I think overall, we're just seeing how the economic ladder is getting a lot harder to climb for a lot of people. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's very difficult to relocate to these certain areas. And this isn't just about like people's individual personal finance, it's about reshaping our economic psychology. And I feel like we're becoming a nation that is divided between those with the financial means to choose where they live and those that are stuck wherever economic circumstances have placed them. And the solution that he kind of like outlines in this video isn't really that complicated, but it is contested. It's like we need to build more housing in places with economic opportunity. We need to make it easier to build more, to connect different regions. And for your personal finances, this trend really suggests that, thinking about where you live, housing affordability is more crucial than it's ever been. And politicians need to start responding to that.